Hello?
Hello, hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Wow, what's your name?
Yeah, my name is Ali. I'm from South Korea.
Amazing. What part of South Korea are you
Yeah, I
from?
live in city called Seoul.
Seoul, the
Mm-hmm.
capital.
Yes.
Amazing. Yeah, I want to visit sometime.
Uh-huh.
At the moment, I live in Vietnam, so it's not Vietnam is quite close to South Korea. So I'm hoping
Mm-hmm.
sometime when the pandemic eases, I can go over. I have a friend living in Ulsan,
Uh-huh.
uh, on the I think it's on the port side. So yeah, I hope to see Seoul and Ulsan someday.
Yes.
How are you this morning?
Yeah, I was good.
Very good.
Yeah, I
And
just ate dinner. I just ate lunch.
amazing. What
Mm.
did you have?
Sandwich and some rice.
Oh, sounds nice. Yeah, I had breakfast maybe 2 hours. I had a late breakfast 2 hours ago. So
Mm.
yeah, it's very good because I know what Vietnam and Korea are around the same time. I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
half 12,
Yeah.
12:30.
Uh, some tourer who I know, they wanna visit uh, in Seoul someday.
Yeah, I know. I think many do. It's a.
Hmm.
My friend visited last year and said it's a lovely city. Lots of tasty food,
Yeah, this
especially.
city is couldn't sleep.
Yeah, but over in Vietnam, here we have plenty of Korean restaurants, and it's
Ah,
one of my favorite. I like kimchi and
uh-huh.
bibimbap.
Yeah, bibimbap is mixed all
Bibimbap.
together vegetables. Yeah,
Yeah.
and oh yeah, I ate yesterday. I ate rice noodle and the fried rice of Vienna.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I had visit the Vienna restaurant in my city.
Oh, amazing.
Mhm.
Is it nice food? Did you
Yeah,
like it?
yeah. I uh, I went to there very often.
Yeah. Do you ever have do they have pho, the beef noodle soup? They call it
Yeah,
pho.
sure. Hmm.
Yeah, it's
Very
my
nice,
favorite. My,
but very expensive in South Korea. Almost 10. It that
oh,
cost very expensive here. It's over $10 here.
oh wow, that's crazy. Here it is maybe $2
Yeah, I
for
know.
for a
Yeah.
bowl. I know.
Several years ago, I heard that price was $1, about $1. But yeah, uh, that cost is getting expensive.
I think many places are getting it's the costs are going up. Especially
Mm-hmm.
I live in Hanoi, in the
Uh-huh.
city, and in the cities it's maybe at least it's $2. I think the cheapest I found was maybe $1.50, same, but
Mm-hmm.
most of the time
Yeah.
dollars now. But I think in some of the smaller villages, it's still maybe $1.
Yeah,
It's a lot
yeah.
it's a lot cheaper to live in the countryside.
Yeah, but you want I think you wanna stay like Hanoi, big city like Hanoi.
Yep, I do like it. At the moment, so I teach English in Hanoi
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
during the school year, but at the moment I'm on a holiday. I'm in a place called Hoi An, so it's a
Yeah.
small village near city Da Nang,
Mm-hmm.
uh, which I know there's many tourists come to
Yeah, I
Da Nang.
know. Yeah.
Yeah,
The most beautiful and the visit the Korean wanna visit Korean people want to visit Da Nang the most.
I can understand.
Uh-huh.
It's nicer than I think the air is
Mm-hmm.
fresher because it's by the seaside, and
Yes.
the city is a lot smaller than like Saigon or Hanoi. So it's a lot more of a friendly place for a holiday.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City have some really pretty parts. But I
Mm-hmm.
know Da Nang is the nicest for just for food and for beaches. Da Nang is very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wanna visit someday. I wanna visit there someday.
I would recommend a lot. I hope at the moment it's very quiet
Uh-huh.
because not many tourists in the hotels. But I think it will become more popular in the next few
Yeah.
years
Yeah.
after the
Uh-huh.
vaccine. After most, I think when Vietnam starts to use the vaccine,
Mm-hmm.
get more of the citizens vaccinated, then I think they will start allowing holidays in some areas.
Yeah. These days, surprisingly, many native speaker teacher uh, come come visit Vietnam now. I think they want to more
But
educational environment like they're very enthusiastic
yeah,
student.
the students I think are very. I think overall there are a lot of students who are very keen to learn English.
Hmm.
I think maybe because also they play a lot of video games and watch a lot of movies from abroad,
Hmm.
and also I think yeah, English and both Korean as well. Korean is
Yeah,
very
yeah, very
popular over here.
similar. Vietnam and Korean is are very similar environment to, about educational.
Yeah, I think I know that I think Vietnam is it's going. I think it's starting to. I think it's aspiring to be where
Hmm.
Korea are. I think it's using Korea as a model. Uh,
Yeah.
it's a very good model to set. But I also know Korean culture is very popular here in Vietnam. So you have many students who will be learning both Korean and English, uh,
Hmm.
the brightest talents. But yeah, how long have you been speaking English yourself?
I have been practicing and using English over 1 year so far. Hmm.
Very good. And have you just been learning through the internet, YouTube, and Cambly?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Only two way, because our country do not use English.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
so
the yeah, in the everyday conversation, you
mm,
wouldn't really use English much.
yeah. I use English uh, at home, only at home. Mhm.
Yeah. And do you do you do? Are you stud? Do you what do you
No,
do for?
I'm a housewife.
Ah, and do you have children also?
Yeah, yeah. I have two sons.
Ah, amazing. And are you teaching them English also?
No, I do not teach them, but they are good at in English, and they are good at English, and they are interested in English so much, so much.
Yeah, very good. And it's great that you can learn English as well at the same with them, and you can practice with them.
Yes, yes, sometimes, very
Yeah,
sometimes.
but I imagine it's very busy a lot of the times. Maybe they want
Yeah.
to when they come home. Maybe they want to
Uh, Actually,
read or play.
I'm not good at English yet, so I can't teach them. Mhm.
Oh, but you're coming along quite well, I gotta say.
Really? Oh, thank you.
For 1 year, it's good that you can. We can. You're understanding me. We're having a
Yeah, yeah.
conversation.
I can understand what you are saying almost, but I couldn't speak like you. And I have a lot of English book.
Yeah. Well, it comes with more practice.
Hmm.
So come. But I have to say your response is very quick. It's very good.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
You're not very hesitant, and that's a very good sign.
Uh-huh. How
So
about I'm curious, how about Vietnam English?
yeah, it's varied. You can tell some students have been speaking from a very young age,
Uh-huh.
and the quality of English is very good.
Uh-huh.
But then, yeah, even some students who are learning as an adult,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they're quite good. I think maybe they can be a little shy
Mm-hmm.
at times. Some of the more adult students I've
Mm-hmm.
had, it can take some time just to warm up and get used to the conversational English. But I think everyone is very eager to learn.
Uh-huh. I know, I
Yeah.
know. Like me.
I think that's a very good sign. Once you have the eagerness and the desire
Mm-hmm.
to learn, it does help. And I think cambly is really useful.
Yeah,
for that.
sure. So my artist son enrolled in Cambridge Kids. His level is yes, secondary.
Oh,
Yeah,
very good.
yeah. He is 6 years old now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's very
pretty
good
good. Yeah,
levels.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
And I think if you start young as well, and
Mm-hmm.
you can always keep a certain level of English, and it will be easier for him to practice more. Like for me, I learned some Spanish when I was younger, so it's easier for me to. I don't know much now, but it's when I start learning again, it all comes back quite
Uh-huh.
quickly. But
Yeah.
but for other languages like Vietnamese, every time I try to learn Vietnamese, it's very hard. But it also has many differences from like Spanish is similar to English in some ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
But
know. Mm-hmm.
there's not many similarities between
Mm-hmm.
Vietnamese and English. There's many different grammar rules,
Mm-hmm.
so it's
Yeah.
tricky. It's tricky. But Korean, I know my friend was learning quite a bit of Korean before he moved there, and I think he still says he's not fluent yet, and he's been there for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But practices a little bit each day. But I think they speak English in his workplace, so they've got staff from all over he works in a university, and they have staff from India,
Mm-hmm.
staff from Europe. So I think they all use English as the middle language.
Yeah, sure. So otherwise, for Korean,
Yeah.
we it's too hard to run English uh, because order their language order is
Yeah.
totally different. So that's difficult to learn English.
It's tricky. The rules and the words that are spelt the same but sound different, and
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of tricks. But
Mm-hmm.
I think it's practice. I think is the key thing. It does help. So I noticed you've put on a request for a lesson plan.
Yeah, sure.
Would you like to go through some slides?
Yes.
I can help you. Yeah, it's always good. I like these lesson plans for helping with vocabulary as well. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good practice for overall.
Yeah.
So this one is about coding and computing and coding.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see. There's a couple of warm-up questions I can ask you. So, do you use your computer often?
Yeah, I use my computer every day.
Yeah. And how good are your computer skills?
Oh, my computer skill is not good.
Well, I suppose it's one you can try. It may be better than you think. But yeah, and the third question is: do you know how to code? Do you know what it means by code and coding?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, do you know how to code?
No.
Would you like to learn how to code?
I do not. I do not interested in.
That's fair. I did a lot of it at university, and for me, it's even now after university, it's I became less interested.
Yes.
I know how to do a little bit, but for me, it's more difficult. I prefer to do design stuff on computers better than the coding. But it's an interesting. There's some words in this passage that are more so. It's more interesting in terms of the vocabulary it's using, because I think there's some words here that might be useful in other circumstances.
Yes.
So, do you want to practice reading this passage out loud? And I'll just help you with any pronunciation. At the end of the passage, I'll just go over any pronunciation corrections that may be helpful. And then I think in the next page, there is the words that are in bold here, in bold writing. They go through the meanings of the words of these words on the next slide. So if there's any words you don't understand, the next page we can go through the meaning and pronunciation to just to help build up your vocabulary.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to read.
Yes, I can read very quickly, very quickly.
So if you want to read aloud, just read out to me.
Yeah. Coding is a term for computer programming. Coding is a creative process executed by computer programmers that tell a computer how to perform a task. Coding involves writing computer programs using a programming language. Young kids are encouraged to learn how to code as a way to nurture problem-solving skills, logic, and creativity. However, anyone can learn how to code at any age.
Very good. Okay, there's a couple of words I'll maybe just go over a little bit in pronunciation.
Language.
Language. Yeah, language.
Language.
Very good. So you don't need the E at the end. It's kind of like j.
Language.
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 Yeah, I get the. So we have this sort of j sound. I'll get the phonetics here, because we don't sort of use the. It's the same for age and language. It's kind of like just
age. Language.
Yeah, I'll put the phonetics in for you here. So it's lang. The stress is on the lang.
Lang.
And
gwij.
So it's that j sound at the end. Language.
Language.
Close. Yeah, very good. Language. So what? So go first with what, and j.
Which.
So, which. Very good. Yes. Perfect. Language. Close. Just no. It's close, but not the E. So the E is kind of like silent in this. So it's language.
Language.
Close. Language.
Language.
Closer, better. Yeah. It's a very tricky sound there. So I was thinking it would be better to go with. There's a lot of sounds in English that do, when you put them together, they can be quite tricky.
Yeah.
So another one I heard was task.
Task.
This is very good. Yeah. So it's the sk, task.
Task.
Awesome. And I think there was this one I noticed as well. This is
verbs.
So in the.
In verbs.
Valves.
In verbs.
Very good. Perfect. A lot better. Really? Yeah, no worries. It's there's a lot of tricky words in here, so it's kind of a good one to. So there's a slight difference. It's worth going through. There's a slight difference with age and language. So try age.
Age.
Yeah, age.
Age.
Very good. Yeah. So the language kind of sounds like age, and age is a. So it's slightly. They have slightly different. Slightly different tones, so they don't rhyme perfectly with each other. Okay, we're just going to go over the meanings of some of the words in the last activity. Coding is the process to give computer a set of instructions. Could you try this word again? To execute.
To execute.
Yeah, good. And that's when it starts a computer program.
Yes.
So launch is another word for start or open.
Launch.
Yeah, launch.
Launch.
Yeah. So when I open up the internet browser, Google, I use Google Chrome. So I would execute or launch Google Chrome.
Execute, launch.
Yeah. For me, I'd probably say launch is there, or start is the easiest way to build it. Start, open, launch.
Okay.
But execute is more of a typing computer program. So for the open best, I would say open is quite acceptable.
Yes.
And then programmer.
Programmer.
Yeah, that's just the person whose job it is to create the programs. Nurture.
Nurture.
Okay. So that is basically helping, like maybe like you do as a mother for your children, you nurture.
Yeah.
Nurture.
Nurture.
Nurture. It's helping someone or something grow, develop, succeed.
Okay.
And creativity.
Creativity.
Very good. And that's our ability to use our imaginations. It says to make new things or to think of new ideas. So that can be anything from reading, writing, creating programs, art. There's many ways to be creative. And encourage.
Encourage.
Yeah, very good. And that's it's probably like myself and other teachers. We're trying to encourage you to. It's our job. Our job is to encourage you to want to keep learning English and to continue.
Today you gave me big courage.
Ah, thank you. That's what I hope to hear. Oh, it's nice, lovely. Okay, we've got some other words here in the next one. So some of these words, so these words, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they are. Do you know the word synonym?
Synonym. Okay.
Synonym, yeah. So
programmer.
Same meanings. So programmer can also
engineer,
mean or computer
specialist. Nurture.
Similar words. Yeah.
Nurture, take care for.
Yes, correct.
Creativity. Imagination.
Yep, correct.
Encourage, motivate.
Correct.
Cultivate.
It's a hard one.
Creativity.
Nope, it's not creativity, and it's not programmer. So it's nurture or encourage.
Nurture, creativity.
Nurture. Well done. So it's a nurture would be more common. Cultivate would, I don't know. You could maybe use it in terms of growing plants. Or like I know in gardens and fields, like they have the seeds, they'd maybe cultivate crops. But I think you wouldn't really use it alongside children as an example. Like say, oh, I cultivated my children. No, you'd say I nurture.
Nurture.
So, cultivate is a similar word, but not used as often.
Yeah. That's new for me.
Yeah, it is a strange one to use in this example, but it's a nice word, but I don't use it too much in my in my day today. So
yeah,
I wouldn't worry too much. I'm trying to figure. It's not going to come up too often, but
I think I do not like Jersey. But I think you are introverted,
Introverted?
yeah, introverted. No,
Yeah.
I don't, right?
So, but what do you mean in terms of?
No, so sorry.
No, it's okay. No, do you mean in terms of speaking, or so we have the introverted, which is shy, more introverted is more.
In
There's, yeah, there's introverted and extroverted.
introverted, yeah, extroverted. I learned that two words, introverted and
Extroverted.
extroverted. Yeah, I think you are calm and humble, so I think you are introverted person, right?
Sometimes I think.
Uh,
I think yeah, there are many there are some situations where I'd probably be introverted, but then I don't know. I feel like I'm in between. So certainly, like for teaching, I need to be more. You know, I think I've become more extroverted by doing jobs like teaching, and I
Yeah.
think it really does help me be a bit more extroverted. But yeah, I think in a lot of situations I can. Yeah, I think for me it's kind of I'm in between. I have some friends that I know are very introverted, and then there's
Yeah.
times where I'm very extroverted and won't and like maybe the loudest.
Yeah, I like your style.
Thank you. I know I kind of have different
I want to use that word.
and more often. Yeah, and I think it's weird. I think there are people that are fully extroverted, and then there's people that
Yeah.
are fully introverted. So for me, it's a situational. Like there are some moments where I think I can,
Yes.
yeah, talk a lot. Like like this one. I feel like today I'm quite extroverted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, very good. And yeah, I'd say the similar for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. We're very. No, it's a very good conversation. Sometimes it can be, we get to the like, I know there's there's no shyness, so it's good.
Yeah. I like
That's definitely a
your
good sign.
Christ. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. So we have 3 sentences here.
Yeah. I
And it's just
wanna.
probably using the words we learned in the sentences. So
I wanna encourage students to read more.
correct.
The teacher taught to coding classes in the computer science
Yep.
science
Correct.
department. Science department.
Science department. Yes. Correct. Yeah. Department means like the building. You know, if in schools they'll have part of the building will be maths rooms, part of them will be English classes. So like computer science department will be there like 3 rooms on the second floor or something. If that makes sense, it's like a school layout. But yeah, correct. It was coding classes.
Yes.
Because it's the subject. And number 3.
Please tell the student to please tell the student to execute the computer program.
Correct. Very good.
Wow.
Amazing. Yeah. It's good uses of it. Yeah, well done. All 3 out of 3. It's a good sign. Glad to be doing that. Okay. So I don't think I'm just noticing the time left. There's probably not much
I know time flies, so yeah. It left a few minutes.
Yeah, there's not much point in starting the next section. Yeah. So yeah, it's been lovely to speak with you today.
Yeah, it was great talk to you.
Thank you. And yeah, I mean, I hope to speak to you again sometime. I've got a lot of I'll be on the platform sometimes if you want to go through any more slides, more practice. I was going to say, yeah, if you have any quick questions you'd like to ask?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I hope it's a nice day in Korea. It's very hot here today, so I'm gonna stay inside for a while. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.